Do you ever feel like your past is holding you back from your future? My name is Brian. I've been in the health and wellness world for close to 20 years, and I've been coaching pro-metabolic health for close to 10. Today, we're going to actually take a bit of a break from our normal program. We're going to talk about something that I think is really important. I was having this conversation the other day with somebody. We were talking about therapy. We're talking about coming to closure with a therapist about traumatic events of the past. And the person I was talking to was shocked when I told them I thought that was a waste of time for most people. Now, I'm going to preface everything we're about to talk about with, if you're going to therapy and it's helpful for you, you should keep going. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a psychologist. So my opinion on this is merely from that of a coaching perspective. And so if that's all stuff that's helpful for you and is giving you positive benefits, I don't want you to hear what I'm saying and disregard that which is helping you. So that said, why I think that oftentimes that's a waste of time for a lot of people. Let's say I want to change my future. Let's say I want to change who I am. I want to change the trajectory of my life. I want to be a bigger, better version of myself. In a lot of traditional therapeutic settings, the model is geared towards talking about and resolving past traumas, past issues. The way I look at it is that that's time that you could be spending on your future. That's time you could be spending on building your business. That's time you could be spending on going to the gym. That's time you could be spending on getting a better diet, reading a better book. The past is history and the future is a mystery. And by dwelling on the past that you can't change, you're putting a lot of mental currency, a lot of mental effort into something that you have no control over. And it's tough sometimes based on things that people go through to be able to let go of that. A lot of that can shape our identity. A lot of that can shape how we believe we fit in the world. And so letting go of that or coming to terms with it can take a lot of effort. But when you start to get a better model for the future, when you start to think about what you want your life to be going forward, you can back engineer from the future all the things in place that you want to see different in your life that will show you that you're on that trajectory. Then you can start to make an action plan towards that future you want. You can start looking at the habits that you need to have in place to be the version of yourself you want to be. You can start looking at all of the things that you want to accomplish, the goals you want to set. You might say, I want to get a new job. I want to get a girlfriend or a boyfriend. I want to weigh X weight on the scale. You can start to fine-tune those things, and then you can work towards them. That's where I think people need to spend more effort, because a lot of the mental effort put into thinking about things in the past is a justification. It's a behavioral justification to stay the same. And sometimes that's okay. I have a lot of clients I've worked with where the goal wasn't to change. The goal was actually to maintain. And so when you get to a certain weight or a certain body type or a certain athletic skill set, sometimes the goal isn't to go further. Sometimes the goal is to prevent going backwards. Seldom do I ever have somebody say, oh yeah, I want to get weaker. Oh yeah, I want to regain all that weight I lost. That very seldomly happens in the health world. But that said, maintaining where you're at can sometimes be a justified position. But spending all of your time in the illusion of progress, that can be a waste of your energy and your resources. So if you're getting benefit from therapy, stick with it. Mental health is a serious issue. I dealt with depression a lot when I was younger, and it played a heavy role on who I am today and how I view other people and how I view mental health. And it wasn't until I started taking actions towards improving my health that I actually got over my depression. And it still creeps up every now and again, especially if I have some weird digestive issues going on. But the big part I want to convey to you today is you can work towards the future you want. You have 24 hours in a day. And some of those hours you might want to spend thinking about your past. Some of those hours you might want to reallocate towards building the future you want. So I just want to make that point clear because that was a conversation that I had with somebody and they felt it was important enough to share. I think it's an important conversation to have, and hopefully that gets some wheels spinning for you. And if you found that helpful, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, share it with somebody who you think would benefit from this video, and I will talk to you soon.